Okay, now we're recording.
And now we're recording. We took a dinner break, but we're back.
We had a HelloFresh brand Mushu pork, and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Go to hellofresh.com/Lauren for 100,000. Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. In a sword-themed minigame that you probably forgot about.
Oh, you know I did. You know I forgot all the fucking minigames in this game.
But it's alright. I'm capturing the sound, right? Yeah. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Now then, let's go prove it. Ah! What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Isn't that right, Nagito? Fuck this guy, Kazuichi. I hate him. Not true. I kind of feel like Hajime hates practically everyone at this point, though. It's like
He just is like weirded out by everybody. Honestly.
he's kind of like, well, I liked
at best.
I liked Mahiru just fine, so that's a real shame for me. Mm-hmm. Chiaki's nice. Everyone else is weird as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, is there? Do you feel like there's really anyone else that Hajime is like, my friend? Go to the report card. Let's see, everybody.
No.
I think he was kind of getting along with Byakuya.
Yeah.
I think he feels sorry for Gundam.
He does. He seems to be kind of annoyed with Soda most of the time.
Yeah.
He didn't care for Teruteru. Sonya, I think Chiaki is the one he seems to get along the best
Yeah, he
with.
gets along with Chiaki. Sonya, he's kind of weirded out by Akane, weirded out by Fuyuhiko, kind of scared of him.
Scared of Neem.
He's a little scared of Nekomaru, but I think that he gets along okay with Nekomaru. No.
Terrible.
Rip. Weirded out.
Weirded out. Kind of just like
Never
unsure.
met.
Yeah. We have two hope fragments, but you know.
I think has there I'm trying to think of characters that we have interacted with in a mandatory story context outside of the free time. We've interacted with Kazuichi a lot and Fuyuhiko. Chiaki, of course. I don't think we've had any mandatory interaction with Nekomaru. I think the only time we interacted like one-on-one with him was when you hung out with him. Okay. We've tons with Nagito, tons with. Can you pull it back in?
Oh yes.
I mean, I'm trying to think about this. Tons with Nagito. I think we interacted.
Yeah,
with
we did.
one-on-one.
We talked with Byakuya quite a bit.
We've bumped into Gundam here and there in the story. Kazuichi, of course, not applicable. We've interacted one-on-one with Sonya a couple times. Chiaki, obviously. There was the horrible bathroom scene with Akane. It wasn't that bad. It was weird. She's weird.
We had a couple run-ins with Fuyuhiko.
Yeah. I don't think that there's been a single, like, mandatory you will now talk to Nekomaru up to this point.
Yeah.
Hiyoko there has.
Mahiru there was. Beacon. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Ibuki.
A little bit.
I think.
Peko, not very
I don't
much.
think so.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, that's how these games are early on. You know, like Makoto. I don't know that Makoto and Leon even met.
No.
I don't think that they were friends.
No.
Do we miss a line?
No, I mean, unless...
Anyway, we should start hitting. Okay. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I've always really liked Pekko's design. The gray and red is very, very striking. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body. Bye.
Oh, it is on this island.
On this island.
Gotta get eyes in the sky on this island. crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Hey, shut up and stay put! You stubborn little Alita!
Stop harassing little girls.
This is... What's going on? Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain! Jeez, making me waste my sweet ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
Ooh, his anger changed his form.
I'm right here. Uh-huh.
Oh, Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what the fuck does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good. Anyway, looks like everyone's here, so let us depart now. I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys. I was trying to do like a big Monokuma voice, but I didn't really know how to approach that. Crap, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
He got swole.
Morg, hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. Do you even have to prepare?
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy! So it begins. The beginning of the end. Here's another thing I don't know if I've addressed. Gundam's voice lines are endless. And I'm like...
They're always stepping on...
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Yeah.
That is perfectly fine. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right. I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Oh, never mind. I forgot his voice for a second, and I think I kind of Makoto'd.
You're so evil.
No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste.
Check this out. I've been learning enough Japanese. I don't know most brutal, but I suspect that line was Sayaku, Saite. Taste might be aji, maybe? I don't know brutal. Just having a little brain moment.
There you go.
I've been learning those words.
You have.
Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness.
Oh no.
The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, I didn't say this. When we were eating dinner, I got out of breath from eating too fast.
Oh no.
I was like, because you know I have a weird thing with like if there's like anything on my hands, I'm like, I'm like I like can't touch my water bottle to drink right now. So I'm like, well, what I want to do is finish eating so I can get up and wash my hands. So I was just trying to, and then I was like. A rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. We missed the elevator, and we fell down the empty shaft to our deaths.
We're all dead.
As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout that drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit, swelling in the sun before it finally goes... I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure and from not breathing. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs, but I missed, and I fell over in a heap. And after a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened, and then it stopped altogether. Aim! Defeat the boring routine! So, I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
Impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, like I think there's coconuts on the ground right there. Really, what is your true
I
intention?
never noticed those coconuts.
He calmed down.
He chilled out. I don't know. Nekomaru gave him a massage. Mm-hmm. Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway.
Kill time.
To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. A purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts! Oh, we're gonna not have to read out loud as much anymore for a little while. It's starting. The class trial is starting. My voice is about to sound correct again. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. I think, here's a little fun fact for you. Mm-hmm. I think that if you complete her social link thing, which is way easier to do in island mode, mm-hmm. I think that it's kind of implied that they might have a little romance going on, the two of them. The person that killed her, it was is among us? I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not.
Amogus.
Because it's the only way. Shing! Shing! I don't know why I did that. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair. I also learned the word for hope. Kibo.
Kibo.
It's the kanji for wish and the kanji for hope. And I learned mirai, which is future, which we've seen.
Yes.
This is the vocabulary
the
catch-up.
vocabulary lesson.
Has begun.
Iron cuisine! Oh, right. Skills. Increases the focus gauge.
You know what this always reminds me of a little bit? This track.
It's time to remember how to play the game again.
It's time to have fun at the video games. Oh yeah, Mirai Nikki. I've never seen it. I don't really know anything about it. And I'll play this quick, so I can't get owned. Turn it down in case it's loud as fuck. This part.
It does.
Defunk by Daft Punk. There's no way that you would have noticed this when I was typing to search that song up, but I did accidentally type "defuck."
Defuck. All right. Well, I don't have that many skills.
Defuck back to defuck. That's a reference to Daft and Direct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I unlocked any new skills. Everything's equipped.
Oh! It's not like the first one. You have to buy them, remember?
Oh.
From the report card section.
I completely forgot.
Yeah. It has been like 4 months since you would have done this.
Influence gauge recovery when correct answers are chosen. That seems helpful.
Sure. I usually don't use any, so... I say usually as if I'm replaying this game. I played this once. Oh, what an excellent... Oh, that actually is worth it.
Excellent blade?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because the sharpness is the number of slashes you can do, and it usually gives you no extra, so if you, like, miss one slash, then you have to start over. It sucks. The sword minigame is garbage. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. So, charisma.
Great.
Alright.
Let's go. Basically everything is set, that's all I had.
Did you set the sword one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
Skip. I'll punish everyone besides
Skip.
the blackened.
Oh, no
Okay.
matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cool.
You didn't hear it. I didn't let you.
First discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome murder case is a non-fiction game.
But what does nonfiction mean?
Some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably... I can refresh your memory if you want.
Girl A is kind of sad, so I think it was Mekon, right?
I see.
No, A, not C.
Girl A is probably Mekon Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A.
Timid tone.
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Hello, Spooks.
Nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy.
Say the line, Hiyoko.
Ah,
Nasty, trashy pig shit. Hey!
I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
Spokes cat is back. Hello. Welcome back.
I see. Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Why, this is not worth it. What?
What are you looking for?
Did Croy get rid of... Or maybe that was a... Oh... I just wanted to post this one emoji of bear, but it might be it might be like a better Twitch TV one that I didn't realize was not real.
Foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite.
We're solving the mystery!
Let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. Monokuma. Everyone's best girl.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
You can't say that,
You
Ibuki.
can't say that in a video game.
Girl, see? Then I'll cunt. Sorry.
Here, say that again.
Girl, see? Then I'll cunt. I really did for a minute like, oh, we're gonna get in trouble. With the government.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Monokuma. Because he's always watching us.
Mahiru, the victim in this
Because he's always watching us.
That's true.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E.
Yeah, that's correct.
Hajime, you know what? Sure, Hajime does have T-Boy swag.
Squag?
Swag.
He's squagged out of his mind.
He's goated with the sauce.
He's goated with the squaws.
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
That's right, his mom, Hajime Kuzuryu.
Kuzuryu.
Another person?
It's kind of hard to say.
Was one of
It
the
is.
on the staff roll.
That's the like Ryu and Ryo.
Kuzuryu.
That's like the sounds that I have the hardest time with in
Yeah.
Japanese.
The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Please never say it again.
Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
Oh
It's
god.
not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means. right?
Kuzuryu. Kazuma Kiryu. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely a prick. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kuzuryu appears twice is probably because...
Now, this I'm not sure about.
I think it was his older sister. Nope.
Damn it!
Oh.
Well, fuck off.
Oh, I think it did say his... The guy F did say little sister.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember which one it was.
In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Yeah.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
Yeah.
That bitch.
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably know.
Ugh,
this,
I hate
right?
hearing Kuzuryu.
Yeah.
I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
I see.
That's
His
it!
little
His
antenna.
sister was murdered!
The first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got.
Kill him!
Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
You said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easy, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that. You're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're
And he
never
is.
gonna accept that
Most video games are real.
based on true events.
This is one of the few that isn't, but the game within the game is real and actually happened in real life, if that makes
Toward this
sense.
class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko.
That's the normalest thing he's ever said.
Yep.
The first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is...
I wonder if his drive to not get executed for murder makes him inclined to actually be normal in the trials.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
What?
What is that a reference to? You just keep going.
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry go. I'm trying so hard to find out what that fucking line means.
Let's talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
I think
No way!
I think it's just a complete non sequitur. I can't
Okay.
find anything about what it's referencing.
Don't you know?
Why? Such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume based on the content of the game.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
Hell yeah.
Look,
Way to fucking
here's a map
go.
of the music room's surroundings.
I learned how to do this from playing old school dungeon crawlers.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is the basic.
We get it!
I forgot that she actually says that exact thing.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there.
I've spoiled this whole game for myself by playing it.
So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music
Makes
room
sense,
from the
I
inside,
guess.
right? So from
Hard to
there,
argue with that.
She broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to...
Hi, just going for a run. Don't worry about it.
Forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
I realized something. So we've got these crossed out portraits of the dead people.
Yeah.
Is Girl E really the
I
killer?
think Terra Terra's has a knife and fork crossed out
It
on his
sure
face.
does.
Okay, I just noticed that.
I think there might have been one of those in the first game.
In the first game, I don't
maybe.
remember.
I feel like there's at least one other, but I don't remember. Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first.
And here we go.
The true Danganronpa begins now. This is great because I have no fucking memory of what happened here at all.
After she killed the first victim in the music room.
I remember, like, the answers to the mystery, but I don't remember any of the details. Girlie had her swimsuit stolen by someone. There's a broken window in the music room where the victim's body was discovered. Normally, you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall.
What did Girl E do?
I wanted to look at the...
No, that's wrong!
Sorry. Looking at the controls again. Fire truth bullet is... Select truth bullet. Concentrate is... Okay.
And escaped
Yeah, you haven't looked at
outside.
entrance hall, victim's crime scene, Girlie's crime scene, or broken vase, I think, were the ones you haven't looked at yet.
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway. Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Excellent. Okay. What Girl
Good
E
for her.
did after the murder in the music room. We need to find a clue to clarify that.
Do you know what it's looking for?
After she killed
I think all the photos are the ones that you haven't looked at yet.
Broken vase. This vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. And it's photo of the victim when she was killed in the music room. Girl E after she was killed with a bat. So maybe the broken vase photo?
What are you thinking?
What did Girl E do?
I'm thinking the broken vase photo for the
She
window.
just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance
I mean,
hall.
she did go to the entrance hall. She just told us about her swimsuit. We knew we were waiting for her.
Girls should have been there.
So what am I...
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What am I missing here? Clue that will clarify. What girl
Well,
did-
before you go ahead,
Uh-huh.
let's think. What are we contradicting? What isn't true? Did she use a hidden passageway?
No.
Did she... Fuck, I forgot what they all were. Was one of them, like, climbed out the window?
Escaped outside.
Escaped
Broke
outside.
the window
Did
and
she do
escaped
that?
outside. I don't know.
Okay. Did everyone hear this? Oh, one of them was the 4 girls in the entranceway.
Yeah.
Okay, that we have photographic evidence of.
Yes.
Did they hear the sound of the window shattering?
No, they heard the vase breaking.
Do you have a truth bullet for that?
After she killed the first victim in the
The-
music room. What did
The
Girl
vase
E do?
photo.
She just broke the window and escaped out.
This is fun for me because I truly do not remember how any of this works. Because I'm still hung up on... I do think that that's the truth bullet combination that you need. Yeah. But I'm still hung up on, like, okay, but the window did shatter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
I don't know what
wouldn't
happened.
why wouldn't they have heard that? I don't know.
The sound
We must be
girls
missing
heard
something.
wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom.
You have to be a
next the
pretty
music
fucked up piece of shit to break a vase.
The glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time.
Oh, I think I see what they mean.
Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
So she was there before any of them were.
Make them think the murder had just occurred.
I see,
and that
I
the
see.
killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Murder weapon?
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you guys
Platinum my game!
the end.
What the heck? You're so annoying.
Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need
Jotaro.
shit, which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
Yeah.
That's what he...
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though.
Good luck with this one.
Then, will you guys be able to figure
I think
it
I had
out?
to look this up online because I was so fucking confused by this. An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it.
Something on just now. Something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. Shoot them a couple times. Every time you shoot them with the silencer, completely destroy them. Your time limit will not be replenished. Very skin tougher, self-obtained. Very useful information.
There's a guy named Gun something. Oh. The tutorial's just explaining to you, like, if you feel like the silencer doesn't do enough, hang out with Gundam. I'll let you take a few swings at this one, but if you're feeling stuck, I will
Just check
explain,
in.
because this one
A is the silencer.
was so confusing to me.
Broken glass.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Why?
Then the piano.
I think that it's probably bigger than you're
Oh.
imagining it.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's like,
Nation conducts universal chaos. It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had bloodstains.
Okay, well the vase and the fish tank don't have bloodstains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
an unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but...
Alright.
The weapon weapon inside the music room, huh?
No, sorry.
No, that's wrong.
Wait, I wanted to review the truth bullets again.
X.
Yeah, you're right. Alright.
So yeah, what all did we have? I didn't actually see.
People of our fish tank was found in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. The stolen swimsuit. Her swimsuit stolen by someone. One of the ending prizes, a photo of a broken vase. The vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. She looked after she was killed in the music room.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon. Then the piano. Why are you going even bigger? The investigation conducts universal chaos. It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Mmm.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it? She beat her to death with her fists!
I'm thinking maybe the fish tank. Maybe that's why there's no blood stains, maybe? I'm gonna try that.
What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think she attacked her with the fish tank.
Unless they want me to suck that up.
Be a weapon.
It's not asking you to suck anything up here.
Why are you going even bigger? The investigation conducts. It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
So here's my
That was
question.
used to beat them to death. It should have had blood stains.
Okay, no. It's like you've never beaten someone before. No shit. Split someone's head in half. Their parents gonna have blood shoots out, you know? So you're gonna argue. Who's better reasoning than that? Maybe I should split your fucking head open.
Okay, so before you proceed,
A weapon?
let's just think this through, one by one.
Okay.
Could the killer, who we are assuming is Girl E, have killed Fuyuhiko's sister with broken glass?
No.
Why not?
Because it was a blow to the head.
Right. Could the killer have beaten her with the fish tank?
No. It appears not.
I will say, you didn't present the fish tank in a way to... You would have had to agree with it. I will say, though, you are right that it wasn't the fish tank, but why couldn't it have been the fish tank?
It is too big, probably.
But also, like Fuyuhiko said...
There would have been blood.
There would have been...
I
The
was-
fish tank would be covered in blood.
Yeah.
Did the killer beat her to death with gravel?
No.
Why not?
Because that's nothing. And there's no blood on the gravel.
Why is that nothing?
It's little pieces of gravel.
Could you beat someone to death with gravel?
I guess if you had enough of it enough in your fist.
Well, it wasn't her... Hello. Let me posture check for Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, I was slouching big time. Also, welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Here's to you. And I was gonna drink coffee in that.
So
So
okay.
how would you...
Sock full of gravel. Swimsuit? No. Put the gravel in the swimsuit?
Would that make it so you could beat someone to death with gravel?
I mean, a sock full of gravel probably, but yeah, there would have...
Well, there's no sock in this story anywhere.
So the swimsuit. Full of gravel.
Now, another thing to consider is why is the swimsuit missing?
Death a blow to the head?
Mmm.
Think she attacked her with the fish tank.
Why is the swimsuit missing?
Because it was
That's too big to be a weapon.
the weapon.
But what I mean, with what we have been told, why is the swimsuit missing?
A pervert stole it.
And who is that pervert that we've been hearing?
The guy who snuck into the school?
Right. Did anyone sneak into the school and murder her?
No, it was Girl E.
So
So
why is
the-
the swimsuit missing?
She said it was missing to hide it as evidence. So am I using the stolen school swimsuit?
I think you're using broken fish tank. I think it might take either, but I'd go broken fish tank.
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Is that? No.
Yeah.
It's a weapon that was used to beat them. It should have had.
Was there a weapon with...
She beat her to death with her fists!
Yeah, this one I will say requires a lot more lateral thinking than Danganronpa usually does.
Big to be a weapon. Then the piano. Why are you going even? The investigation. It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Okay, I think the swimsuit then.
Yeah. All right.
Weapon inside the music room.
I guess agreeing and using the fish tank as evidence is like saying, yeah, she just hit her with gravel.
Investigation conducts. It's on that big a
So
scale.
I guess what you're trying to do is, yes, she did beat her with the gravel with the swimsuit.
Oh, it's a. See, the consent and the counter are confusing. To me.
Oh.
Got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought. I'm chosen by the gods.
This is a weird epic Taskmaster. You're right.
Gravel is impossible.
Murder someone using only items that are found in this room.
The gravel was put inside some sort of bag.
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, and so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, you make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea.
That's from
But for
The-
the killer...
It's Phoenix
an idea
Wright.
that
Taskmaster's back on Thursday, by the way.
People think the killer is some pervert. It makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen.
Coolest
But if
murder
that
wins.
swimsuit was used to make an improvised
Murder
weapon, it
Alex.
has to be disposed of later.
You have until the studio show.
Satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl
Girl
D.
E dangerously.
Girl D was being harassed by the
I don't know if I
victim.
get that one.
Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girl E's killer right now, the only person I can think of is that guy.
Monokuma.
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is a killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
Sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. They say shit, fuck,
Damn.
and they reference the C word.
There's important link to Girl E and Mahiru's murder, the metal bat.
I can prove it with this. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe
Violent video games don't cause people to be violent.
if you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true for you, Yuko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
It's like Nagito said, if it was that straightforward, it would be really sad and disappointing.
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer. Trap? What do you mean? The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up for Yukiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Yoko? Huh? I'm saying you might be the true killer. What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
She did clog the toilet.
She did a clog the toilet.
She's a real shitter. Sorry, Pecco. But you did clog the toilet. I'm sorry, but you clogged the toilet. It's okay, but you
just gotta own up to it.
Really fucked the toilet up.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today?
It happens. Just admit it. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
The scene of the crime. But I didn't go to the beach house. I was pushing Mr. Ants all day.
Okay, so we have the footprints.
What are you saying, you four-eyed accusing me of...
We also saw her run past.
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
I'm sorry.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Hey!
Smooth recovery.
Wow!
I curved the bullet.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. Not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange.
Break.
The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo. Plus, the footprints...
You are all the same age, except... Oh no, it was Yasuhiro who was held back like 5 times. Never mind.
The owner of these footprints went inside the beach house. They used a different entrance. Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was used against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hyoko? Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when
That was a weird time for the music to come in. I haven't heard of that.
If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie? People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
You're just a ghost witnessing a bunch of teens arguing.
You're Byakuya's ghost, and they're just like, and then he shitted in the toilet! And you're like, oh my god.
And then Mikan's pussy was out. Oh
Really?
my god!
That's your evidence? Jesus Christ, you people are fucking idiots.
Oh, the letter.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh.
Yeah, I think that letter doesn't prove that they
Saw
met.
each other, that's true.
It just proves that
Only during my morning
they were
walk.
supposed to meet.
Truly healthy.
Any other time.
Then you didn't meet at the beach house?
I should have waited for the full thing.
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Okay, so that is what you're supposed to contradict. So you must have evidence that they saw each other.
I did go to
You
the
got
beach house,
footprints, bat,
only during my morning walk.
shower room.
I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru
Letter.
at the
Footprints.
beach house?
Oh, the letter. Wait, I think the letter. Maybe the letter is right, but the letter on Mahiru. Don't tell your person, put in your mailbox. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. Someone wants to interview our meeting. But only during my morning walk?
Oh, were there multiple points to contradict? I thought it was only that one. Maybe I missed one.
Idiots. I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning
Oh,
walk.
okay. I see.
No, that's wrong.
I totally missed that point somehow.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after
That line read really got me. Only during your morning walk, huh?
Gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so put this in the
Interesting.
mailbox. But we discussed earlier if you could change visit time.
Well, what do you
Beach
say to
house,
this, you
second
piece of
round,
shit?
2:30. Someone wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it secret.
That letter. It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
I like that Mikan seemingly didn't even read the letter. She's like, she was holding this letter. I don't know. I want nothing to do with these. You take it.
Now, I totally saw you. Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed here.
You're wrong. You're totally wrong.
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone.
Sunglasses descend.
Question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
I'm saying this genuinely, I don't remember the answer to this question, but I did have that thought. I was like, this doesn't sound like something Hiyoko would write. There's no way that Hiyoko's like, it would be bad if people were to suspect us
Yeah.
for no reason.
Crying?
I was kind of wondering if it was a fake letter.
Yeah, I I think she is right that she didn't write the letter.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others would...
That's the good thing about having a bad memory about this stuff, is that I'm like, yeah, I remember who did it, but I don't remember how or why.
There's evidence for that too.
Or do I?
Spot selection!
What was the prompt?
Oh, where she was hiding.
Mm.
If we're going with Pecco's reasoning.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Yoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
Go off, Gundam.
Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar.
I love having a bad memory sometimes because I can straight up be told the end of movies, books, and TV shows and completely forget. Yeah,
It is kind of nice.
Yeah. That happens to me sometimes, but if it's something that I know I shouldn't remember, like if it's like a show that I'm going to watch that I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to watch that, and then I see a spoiler, like there was like a twist in Lost Judgment. That I won't say what it was, and I did see a post that mentioned it, and I was like, forget it. I hadn't played it yet. I didn't know the name of the character that I saw, but I was just like, forget it. And then I was, of course, I'm thinking about it the entire time that I'm playing, and I'm like, how is this? When is this gonna happen?
Yeah,
Why is it? Who?
I foolishly looked up behind voice actors for Danganronpa 2, and I saw something that, unfortunately, I haven't forgotten.
And we're not gonna talk
about it.
Yeah, if it's something that it's like, oh, maybe I'll watch that show at some point, it's easy enough to just be like, eject. But if it's like something that you're going to, I always fixate on it. I'm like, how is the spoiler gonna happen?
Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
I'm interested in finding out how the bat... She got hit in the back of the head and she fell back? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I actually don't remember. Did it say she was hit in the back of the head?
It's a trap.
I don't remember.
Obviously someone's trap.
Well,
Single
killing blow to the head.
It looks like it's the back of her head.
Yeah.
Or like the back side.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask.
Hey Gundam, having fun?
Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot
If it was, she would eat it.
That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, if you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that I watch something like while people are excited. I mean, I started watching Our Flag Means Death, and that's like a very unusual thing for me and for you. That like there's this thing that everyone's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and I'm like, oh okay, I'll check it out. Usually that for me is like, oh, I will never ever watch that then. Because I'm like...
Or if I do watch it, it's months and months after the hype has died down.
Usually for me, it's like, well, what if I watch it and I don't like it as much as everyone else does? Which I will say, so far, I don't think I do. But I do like it. I have been enjoying it.
Right.
But I'm not going feral over it like a lot of my friends are. I will say also, I've heard things about how it, like, builds to stuff. I've only seen the first 4 episodes, so... 4?
Yeah, we watched 4.
So I don't know where it's going. So we'll see. But
Okay.
I have been enjoying it. For the record, don't come for me. Don't kill me. Don't kick my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Gundam's gonna tear Sonya.
It's because she's being silly.
The difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
If Nekomaru said something like that to me, I would confess. What I'm just like, yeah, I did it. I did it.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
you are
go.
not missing out on
No,
that
you're
one.
not.
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, and I do hate her guts, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
I have a new
That's how you
headcanon.
left your footprints.
I have a new headcanon.
Uh-huh.
Which is that every time we get to one of these screens where Hajime is like, damn it, I need to rethink this. That when that happens, he literally addresses everyone and he's like, can you all go through that again one more time? And that's why when you run out of time, you lose and everyone votes for Hajime. They're like, we're not Hajime, Jesus Christ, man. Shut up. We're not going through it again. Hajime did it. Hajime did it. I don't care if we die. Hajime did it.
I think it might be the gummy bag and the gummy.
The
Try
gummy? That's my Donald Duck voice. The gummy? That's my Donald Duck voice.
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
No! You're wrong, bitch! Nice fucking try.
Gummy. Did Hiyoko really drop it? The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Okay.
You're a midget too,
Alright.
You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies.
Let's move on from that.
It's a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
I love the intensity of the... You only eat the strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavored gummies.
So it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid! I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
I was really tickled by... Hold on, you little bitch!
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road.
Ah.
We have the evidence we need.
No.
That's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
During my morning walk!
No, that's wrong. I gotta think of it.
We're not done with Hiyoko!
I gotta think of it.
You're talking about the footprints near...
It's true. That's an important. We can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No!
Ooh.
That was close.
You keep instinctively slowing down and then shooting the white noise.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
I wonder if that's something an autopsy can really tell.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I think there's probably... I think if you're dying, there are things that your body does in the lead up to dying. But if you die instantly, I think you literally just, like, there might be a way to tell. Like, you just kind of hit the floor and there's not...
maybe.
Mahiko, you
That sounds possible.
Only a coward threatens women.
To Google.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's
I was gonna say, because she got hit on the back of the head, how would she end up leaning up against the door?
Yeah, it sounds like autopsies can tell that kind of thing.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Kyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true. Let's assume Hyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
It's sword time.
Shoo!
I haven't decided that yet.
Shh. Taste my argument steel.
Hey, Fuyu.
Just... Oh, okay. Why do you keep assuming Yoko's the killer?
I'm telling you, she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely the killer. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it.
You gotta cut the words, remember?
She killed Mahiru.
It's in the direction that you want to cut. Yeah, yeah.
Hyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside after she moved the body. She just washed it off in the shower. Allow me to cut through those words.
Nice try, shithead.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
You failed to account for Monomi's incompetence.
I'm sorry. You haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done,
Could she have done that?
put them back on.
No, because she can't...
I did
Because
can't
she
tie her
is
kimono
a
herself.
fucking baby.
Should be impossible, because she can't get dressed by herself.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take
Right,
off.
that's why she smelled like shit for like 3 weeks or whatever.
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
Let's keep dwelling on this. I like it when Hyoko gets owned.
It smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes,
Moving on.
what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is a
Uh-huh.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position
Oh,
for the
okay.
rest of your life.
That was a great Futurama episode.
Cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
I mean, we all still hate you, but
There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
here's a weird
Stupid.
thing.
Stupid.
In Japanese, the verb for wearing there's a few different ones depending on the article of clothing, but for a kimono, the verb for putting on and the verb for wearing are the same. So there's a few points in this that awkwardly refer to her like learning how to wear her kimono. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be how to put on her kimono.
Yoko, please don't cry. Everything is
Fun fact.
right. Shut the hell up, pig bars. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
This is why no one likes you, Hiyoko. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, tell us the truth. Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
I mean, usually
Earlier
no,
this
but
morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. Surprise.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Koizu.
I went to the beach house at that time.
The letter Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter,
2.
Oh, the meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but Which letter did the killer forge?
I see. The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters, confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our
I get it,
meeting.
Chiaki.
And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
Doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Gundam, as you so often do.
And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru.
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
We let our guard down. This time, you can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
What kind of drugstore is this?
You should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I was out, I was inside a small closet, and when
I'm sorry.
I saw Mahiru's body,
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evident.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mahiru.
She's an asshole, but she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Technically.
She said a lot of things wrong.
Oh yeah, she's an asshole.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
He's right. I've played Among Us.
We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That
I've had enough of this guy.
this trial should be.
The bond between the setters.
Seriously, which side are you on?
The power of hope is poetry in motion.
That can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do
Who is this? Severus Snape?
Oh, really? Yeah, it's really... I really like it.
So I can believe what he's saying.
I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do.
Waste of time.
I always thought it looked like just kind of a shitty version of Project Winter, if you're familiar with that. But yeah, it's really good.
I'm glad Hajime's like, man, fuck this guy.
We need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
Wait, what did he say? Believing every little thing. Oh, is he? Yeah. let's just ignore him. Let's just not
There
engage,
should be a
okay?
new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
It is. Also, I like that Monomi can move her arms.
Yeah, I can just be like, yeah.
That's literally, isn't that a joke in Avatar where Aang is in the stocks and he's like talking to his captors and he like takes his head out, his arms out, and he just leans on top of it like this, like, tell me about your life.
I've seen a lot of that from like escape magicians where they'll be like behind a cloth, handcuffed, and they'll be like, "Oh, can you hold that for me?" And then they're in the handcuffs again. It's a classic joke, and it's good every time.
What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Yeah, her arms are right back in. Oh, wake up!
He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be bitterly true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Let's just pick someone at random and call it good. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. I know what he means, but the phrase "we can't just stand here all day" makes it sound like, oh, I'm sorry, do you have something else? Somewhere else to be, Hajime? I was gonna go play that cool arcade game again.
I got a Mono machine with my name on it.
Cruel murder thesis.
Sound Koku no
I know the words to it.
And basically is, go young boy, you got this. Get in the mech, young boy.
Go, cringe boy, go. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Pick someone at random. Oh, right, they have the intermissions. Damn, are we only halfway through?
Goddamn.
Yeesh.
Well now.
Oh, well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Get in the war machine, child soldier.
You're gonna spoil who the killer is?
So sorry. If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. That's kind of like how he just revealed the memory loss thing right at the top. Although I suspect that he's not actually about to do this. They'll all feel despair.
You can't! That's seriously a big no-no.
But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation.
Who's the club president?
So, without further ado, the answer is...
Yeah! You can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears!
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Nanu?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me.
I mean, but every time I see a picture of Nanu, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm surprised with how excited I am to see Nanu. It's a good cat. Fuzzy man.
I'm just thinking about how Kiryu says Nani.
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 I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Headbang too hard.
Impossible!
You gotta hold him.
There's no way I can believe that.
Do you remember at the very start of the game when it did the, like, upbeat, like, Monami's summer party intro with this song? It's like, it's just doing the Danganronpa intro, but as if it's good. I love that.
Don't lose to yourselves, and don't forget to save regularly.
Regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what? If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it,
I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Makes sense.
The gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
Unless it was
Scene
Hiyoko.
of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running
I was gonna
away,
ask.
but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
Do you remember on Series 8 of Taskmaster, the hide yourself completely within the phone box? And Lou Sanders is like, if I can secrete myself into the roof of the phone box, like this wide, this tall,
Grown woman on the ceiling.
incredibly powerful brain. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? We've prepared a perfect part of you. Oh, you haven't done this one yet.
Is this a good one?
I like it.
Oh, good. No, that's great. I'm glad there's
It's
one.
one of the rare ones that I like, but I know that I think a lot of people hate it.
And
So
logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. The logic dive.
here's what I will say: if you hate this, I will happily play it for you.
Okay.
And you can do the logic, and I'll do the action, if you want. That is up to you.
Reach the goal. Final destination of the synapse course. Move sideways and then accelerate. LB to brake. RB to jump. Various obstacles. Wait, what am I literally just read it. Oh, so I use RB to accelerate and also to jump.
I think it's supposed to be right trigger for one of those.
Great. Love to... Okay, well, I guess I'll figure out which one.
Take damage if
Branching
you hit walls,
questions.
branching questions, follow the path that you think is correct.
Branching answers will appear several times in one course. Please be careful.
You'll understand very quickly.
Uh-huh.
She's right. This might be a very important problem. I need to do a new minigame to prepare. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Jimmy Neutron style. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a new minigame.
Go to the shadow railway, Jimbo. Woo! I'm skating!
Yeah, figure out what the jump button is.
Oh, okay. Why is the jump button?
Oh. So they lied. You need to make sure you're accelerating or you're just going to stop. And there is a time limit, and it is pretty easy to fail. When did the killer arrive? Before or after Hiyoko arrived? Don't forget to accelerate. You're losing a lot of time.
I didn't jump, or I was wrong?
You were wrong.
Oh, before Hiyoko arrived.
Yeah, if you pick the wrong path, you will always fail.
Oh, I see. The killer left the beach house after Hiyoko left.
Those are ramps. They'll like make you jump. Ah! Think. Oh shit! Walls.
Where was the beach? No. So they were just in the beach house.
I think if they were hiding on the beach, there would have been
More footprints. You're right. My bad. You're right. That was fine. Kind of stressful. But it's all coming together.
I had a thought!
Where the fuck did they hide then?
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless.
He's canonically just like...
there.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it
Whoa.
in language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
Think.
No.
Think.
Could have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Yoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make a Connie bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Also, I guess she would do it?
Place where the killer was hiding, where Hiyoko hadn't looked. Oh, because they took all the drinks out?
They were hiding on a shelf in the refrigerator?
I don't know. Because Hiyoko was in the closet. She woke up. She saw the body. She said she looked in the shower room. But did she?
I can't see why she would lie about that.
Right. So then, where else could they have been hiding?
Is there anywhere they could have hidden in the shower room?
The window?
In the window? I mean, she would have seen them if that had been it.
She said she looked in the shower room, but can you hide in the shower room? I'll grind you into food for Gundam's hamsters. Alright, well. Okay, so
Is there anywhere you could hide in this room?
In this room. Is that a chest?
No, that's a bench.
It's a bench. There's a trash can. Not the closet.
Is there anywhere you could hide in the closet?
Oh, did I die? I fucking died. Just the time limit, you know. Even F-Zero's run hot during time attack. Okay, so then what the fuck?
Is there anywhere that they could have hidden in the closet?
Hiyoko didn't look in the closet?
Is it possible that they were hiding in the closet?
With Hiyoko? Maybe.
You don't necessarily have evidence of where they were hiding, but through process of elimination,
They would have to be in the closet. There's only
nowhere
one
else
place.
they could have hidden.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place?
It is a very small closet.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was...
It was the, yeah, the surfboard case. They were inside.
Because why else would a surfboard just have been removed from the case?
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on. It was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place, because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think. Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Are you having a
I'm having a thought. Who did we see wearing a wetsuit? Sonia. What if she was wearing a wetsuit because she was covered in blood?
It's kind of like
You mean that she put the wetsuit on over the blood?
Yeah.
Mmm.
Don't you mean
Interesting.
It's always darkest under the lighthouse.
That's just a random thought I had just because the wetsuit's in the background. But
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Thank you, Ibuki.
Silent. And after making sure Hiyoko left, it finally left the surfboard case.
We didn't comment on it until it was off the screen, by the way, but what a ridiculous image. The shadowy silhouette of the...
Nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence, the killer
also,
it would've
yeah,
messed up
Pekka was swimming, and there would have been footprints if she went out of the beach house and went into the water and came back.
Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house.
Don't look so happy about it, freak.
Say whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya.
Huh?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
That's interesting.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover...
I think I was also wondering about... I don't remember if I said this on or off stream,
Among those 3 or more
but I remember wondering about this.
That's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction?
I see. Yeah, because
Excuse, but
the body announcement played before we even went inside. So it was Hiyoko, the killer, and then Kazuichi. That's 3. Kazuichi went inside before we did.
I thought that it played after you walked in.
No, it played when we were at the door. It said a body has been discovered.
I thought it played when you were already
who
inside.
actually found the body? It's possible.
I don't remember for sure.
I
thought
I'm
it played
fairly
when
certain
you were in the room.
it played before we went inside.
Because, well, here's why I think it didn't. Because Kazuichi, you were walking to the beach house, and you heard Kazuichi scream. So at that point, he had found the body. And then Hajime was like, uh-oh, what's going on? I need to go and see what's going on. You try the door doesn't open, you walk around. So it would have played at some point in there. And Hajime was surprised when he found the body.
Yeah.
So I think it did play after he saw it.
Flexibility, huh?
Maybe they'll say.
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer.
Okay,
this
so
time,
then-
okay?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further,
The hamsters are out.
something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. Oh, okay, this is where you suck stuff up. I think it works exactly the same as before.
Ah, that button.
The shape of the reticle will change.
Change.
I think it's the fire button. You just have to hold it down. Here's our change.
Here's our change. change different bullet, it will change.
Yeah,
Use
it works
flashback
exactly the
as many
same as
times you
before.
want. You might be always to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. You have to choose keen wits. You have to be able to agree with anyone, so it's only for contradicting.
Okay.
Okay.
Just trying not to trying to keep it from being overcomplicated, I guess. I suspect this means that the shower room is not the evidence we need.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Someone who flushes their shit every morning.
Oh, why do you always? Is the
Plug the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around?
Maybe the shit went
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the
back
body?
in?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Do you know what you're contradicting?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
Someone who
text.
flushes their shit every morning. It would definitely club.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
I mean, it's
They
a
were
cult
able to
spell.
wash it off.
Okay. So, something other than the shower, I think might be...
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
It would have been... Right, they used something other than the shower to wash it off, which means that it is possible.
What about the wetsuit? Maybe they wore one when they...
So you're
Other
contradicting...
than the shower.
I'm contradicting what
As someone who flushed, it would
Fuyuhiko said.
definitely
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong.
Eat shit!
There's the ocean.
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
So I'm thinking now, who was in the water? Peko? And then Sonia had the wetsuit.
Something other than the shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was.
Oh! It could have been the drinks inside the refrigerator. That would make sense because there's no footprints. The beach, going to the beach would have had footprints.
Couldn't the killer
Okay.
use those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Hello.
In theory, that's
I hate the sword minigame, but I love the music.
try to remember the refrigerator carefully.
And then you will understand. And then you will feel ashamed of your words and deeds.
I'm gonna say the trash can was
It's
the
true
one.
there were drinks in the beach. However, try thinking about it. One bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking. One bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Sometimes you gotta really mash it. Speaking of which,
You can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks. If you use them, the blood will come off and your body will feel relief, especially if that alone would raise suspicion.
you were slashing through weak points there.
Oh.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Don't you remember when I looked through the trash and I was staring at it silently and then I said,
There were water bottles inside
But that can't be it. Out loud to nobody?
There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right.
That phrase is like, isn't that right, Chiaki? What?
Now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Allow me to cut through those words. In fact, actually, hold on.
Yeah, and I think that blah 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 something something politics. Allow me to cut through those words. I think you'll find.
Hold on a sec.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be.
Seems you've realized who the
Oh shit! Yeah, Pekka lied. Pekka wasn't swimming.
See? Just as I thought. Hold on.
Why would Pekka do this?
You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask. Who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person.
Damn.
You're the only one! Pekko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer. Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach.
That's why they showed us cutscenes of everybody in their swimsuits, so that you would be like, oh, you're all wet.
Hey, aren't you breathing right now?
The killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles. They'd have to drench their entire body, but there were no towels in the beach house. And it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
You didn't see anybody.
It's just a coincidence I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to B-Town. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone or nothing.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Pekko is.
Who
Can you
cares
stop
about
doing it?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, the noise is really...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice. I was
Then
bitching.
show me what you got.
That's why I fidget
We might have an answer.
with a quiet deck of cards.
Do you really?
Do you like how I held up that deck instead of the actual deck that I'm fidgeting with? The Mandalorian deck that your mom got me for Christmas?
He wears glasses. He likes Star Wars.
He must watch The Mandalorian. There's no way he doesn't watch The Mandalorian.
Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I could think of is that opening.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. that small window in the shower room.
I can't stop talking about starting
You
wars.
know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule.
I love when Nekomaru is like, I remembered information!
No littering!
I have something to contribute to this conversation for once.
Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No. They just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Nature's pocket.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll
Oh,
stab you
okay.
in yours!
Nature's pocket. Using my collapsible ladder. Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window...
Ah!
What are you thinking? You know what you're spelling?
I think I know what I'm spelling.
What do you think you're spelling? And don't forget, you can boost this. What did the killer use? What do you think you're spelling, for the record?
Bamboo sword.
Why did you destroy the bee then?
I forgot.
Yeah, letter explosion, send to keyword is what you wanted to do. Assuming that is the word you're trying to spell, of course. Don't forget that big W is gonna explode. Yeah.
Oh, I have to be in order. Yeah.
W's gonna blow up! Ah! Ah! God. Man's Gambit is so bad. Oh, Jesus. Can I just say it's a bamboo sword and everyone will know what I meant? Please, God. W. Ah!
Ah!
This game is terrible. Oh my God. Oh, you shot the W at the O's.
Oh, great.
Hey, game. Oh, there's W's.
Damn it.
Is it an R? I'm ready on the button. If it would just give you a fucking D. Holy shit.
There it is. Thanks.
Bambooyah.
Echo, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times,
Bambooyah.
right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
God, Hangman's Gambit is garbage.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape?
Jordan alert. It's Kyle.
That bamboo sword as a step stool escaped out the window.
That's our boy Kyle.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell you?
No, if you want to hear Jordan's voice on stream, you'll have to do this.
Is he lactating?
Yeah, he's lactating cry emotions.
Is he? Is he? Is he jactating?
Let's just end this clip because I think that one's kind of long.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Great.
Wow, just like a Japanese ninja.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Tell that to Ryan Acosta. Oh shit, he's in Japan. Fuck, never mind.
Wonder a girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action.
Wow.
Yo!
Fever time and nega time. Just fever time, fever time pushes to max. It's specific fever time. Best speed button applicable is destroy. Okay. Nega time.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool,
That's a good point.
it would have been left behind!
She put it in her vagina. Fuyuhiko, why? Why are you...
Got proof, you bastard?
Remember, this one you hold and release.
Obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me!
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs!
Jesus.
You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Bastard!
Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
No.
Oh, that wasn't fast enough.
Got proof, you bastard?
At least it doesn't give him all his health back. His shields.
Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool...
Bamboo bag sword! Sword boo bag bam!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword back. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off.
Is it true? Did you kill
Hold on! You're just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Please, hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Pekka's
There's
voting.
also a piece of evidence that has gone completely unaddressed.
The mask?
What's with the mask?
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Huh?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Huh?
Not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice.
You know, I hate to hand it to Kazuichi, but he's got a great point on this one.
Justice. I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be...
Huh? An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line, just like various idols. The sun is revealed because it lies just beyond your breast. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is
Claims to be an ally of justice. Kills anyway.
crazy.
What? What the heck is this? Peko is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
I can't stand this anymore!
Everyone's just like, this sucks. End it. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Comic book.
Comic book.
Comic book. Grrr.
On the morning incident, Mahiru met
First one to arrive was... surfboard bag. What was the evidence that Hiyoko left?
got it.
Croy, hello.
Hello, Croy.
Dang, and Ronpa. Not here. Oh shit, I haven't daily. Bad luck, 13. You're making me a sad clown, and someone's gonna paint me. Sorry to interrupt. I haven't dailied. Killed with a sword by Emil O'Farrell.
You only have 2 minutes.
Another 13. If the grandpas don't kiss, we'll all be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
The grandpas will kiss in Psychonauts 3. Who arrived next? Rip. You know, hearing Kingdom Hearts 4 get announced really makes me... I gotta go back and finish 3. I gotta. I think I did Monsters Inc. was the last one I did. I don't think I did Frozen. And I have no idea what's after that. Big Hero 6? Is that in there somewhere?
What?
Big Hero 6?
Oh, I don't know.
Tell me! I did bounce off it. I never played Dream Drop Distance, so I was just kind of lost. I didn't know what was going on. There were like 20 Xehanorts. I had no idea what was going on. I did like getting to pilot a mech as Toy Story Sora, though. That was good.
Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Kyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer.
Oh, the killer.
Oh, the killer. I believe in a lot of things, like the killer.
I've been aware of the killer since birth.
By preparing a specific item, they plan to manipulate the two's actions.
Hajime Hinata, the ultimate talk show host.
They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko.
He has an alliterative name. Maybe he's Wendy Williams. Maybe that's his identity that he forgot.
2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally
La la da 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 da.
I hope that I don't get framed for murder. Ugh.
And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait.
Killer. That's where the killer gets
After
you.
putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder.
And the reason, not to jump ahead, because I'm sure we'll get into it, and then the reason that Fuzuryu is so pressed about it is probably because he knew she wanted revenge. She was acting out revenge on his behalf for the game.
That Pekka was?
Pekka was enacting his revenge for his sister. I think.
Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Bonk.
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last.
Fucking rip.
According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that,
And yet, despite that, in every image in this comic book, they drew her so sad.
they dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
My guess is that she's a real
That's how the
fucking
crime scene we
sicko.
discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on her. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body.
The
They
toilet.
used
Done.
plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the
Splish.
shower room before the sequence of
That's a
events
Wind
happened.
Waker
In place of showering,
Okay.
they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Did you just have a realization?
I'm like an empty bottle, drained of everything left in my mind.
You're like 11 the dark side, right now.
I did not have
end of
realization.
Too much time to throw them away somewhere else.
The realization of I would like to sing empty bottle.
Spot inside the closet Yoko was in.
Squirm,
The
squirm.
killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied before.
Russ Toll.
After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked coming out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her.
Sorry, I did
The
it again.
shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect.
I've done it again.
I've done it again.
Because of that, she left footprints in the sand.
Fucking crybaby.
Set
I'm
by the
sorry.
killer to frame her.
She
In,
sucks,
in this
but in
one
instance.
instance.
The killer finally came out of the surfboard case.
I've made my peace with Mahiru's death years ago, so I'm allowed to make jokes about it. You're not.
Placing that dummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand. So they escaped the beach house using a different route. A small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used
Foosh. Da-doi.
the sword they always carry with them.
I want to say, on the one hand, I'm like, we don't get enough of these where the killer like uses their ultimate ability. But on the other hand, it's probably for the best, because I mean, like, thinking about Leon's thing in the first game, it's like there's literally nobody else it could have been because he used his ultimate ability to dispose of evidence. So, like, the more they do it, the more that's just going to be like, oh, well, the only person who could have possibly done this is the ultimate
Of whatever.
wall climber, the ultimate evidence disposer. You're playing with, like, the ultimate sniper, and the victim was sniped, and you're like, oh, well, this seems pretty open and shut.
The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window.
Such a sick move, though. You gotta hand it to her.
It rules. It's fucked up. but it
I
rules.
hate to give you the respect, but god damn it, that's a sick move.
The sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us
Have
as
you-
if nothing had happened.
Have you ever listened to the entirety of the Lonely Islands album Incredibad?
I think I have.
Because there's this one song that I'm thinking about right now. It's not even a song. It's like an intermission. And I think it's Jorma? Is that his name?
Sure.
Not Germa.
No.
It's like,
Jorma.
hey there, normal guy in the house. That's, I mean, I definitely have it.
Hey, what's up, man? Not much, dude. Hey, are you ready for the party tonight? Yeah, man. Already got a case of Santana champagne, so should be good. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good, John. Oh shit. Oh man, don't make eye contact.
Ding dong, normal guy in the house.
That's Pecco here.
But there
For a
was
second,
no
I thought I was
special
listening to
fire.
Undone, the sweater
There also
song.
weren't any towels at the beach house.
Oh man, life's
Hey,
so
you going
rad.
to the party tonight? I got a case of Santana DVX.
I want to go, but my friends don't really want to go. Can I get a ride
Can
from
I
that
get a
normal guy?
ride on a boat?
Ah. We are completely not.
The Lonely Island normal guy Weezer Undone the Sweater song mashup that the world has been clamoring for. Now of all times. As we're unveiling the killer.
I see. What of it? She's like totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of. What are you saying? You killed Mahiru! Wrong!
The one-man hubbub, yeah.
Name of justice.
I think that was her farting.
Condemn me.
I'm not gonna do that emoticon.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy thing.
Man hubbub.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on.
Yes, sir. I will take up the mantle.
To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. Who will combat the evils of this world? Now. follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to
I'm
protect
doing my part.
justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Ah! That was a weird face.
Die for you.
If we let Pecco go, we're all gonna get killed. For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Grr.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I'm dark.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Onakuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
Heard
Yay!
your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting
that
over?
was-
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
Twitch integration busted. Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Pecco is really
As a
justice,
freak.
Am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
that makes her an enthusiast.
Pointing!
Pointy!
Felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Pecco, right?
Shining.
Justice.
Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that?
It's the catchphrase.
I see. So that's what it was. I think we've got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco.
I see.
That's right. According to what Sonia said.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well, which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both
From Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not sparkling justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, you insist that you're sparkling justice. Can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Don't do that.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
What the fuck is going on?
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full. Uh-huh?
Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose. Just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer. We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. Finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
I don't remember it.
I swear to it was because we were outside when the body announcement played.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
3 people, including the killer, or not? He said.
So it didn't
no.
count Peko.
It didn't count Peko.
It counted Fuyuhiko, Hiyoko,
And Koichi.
and Kazuichi.
Kazuichi.
And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules, that's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Oh, did I already say who it was?
The Fuyuhiko. I mean, I figured it
Yeah.
was Fuyuhiko. It's the only one who could.
I thought that it was already clear in the game that was what was going on.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
just
that's
said
pretty
it.
much what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too.
I think it's the ending prize.
Yeah, I think
'cause
ending
it has all
prize.
the
I think any
photos.
of the photos would have worked also.
It was necessary to confirm if it didn't have
It's only a game.
why he was murdered.
Just a game, bro.
Why you have? Have you seen that?
No
It's
doubt
only a
that it was
game.
based
Why you
on
have to be mad?
That much is clear.
Have you
She
seen
already
that?
tried.
I think I have.
I don't remember. I don't know if it's like a hockey player or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why you have to be mad?
Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all
Woo.
actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you?
Why you have to be mad? You gotta hand it to
Whether or not
Mahiru
the first
though.
victim in the
Great
game was
photos.
actually your little sister.
Truly the ultimate photographer.
Because
It is a hockey player.
whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
What's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Cause Peko is the killer, right? But
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, if I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will. I was simply used long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Pecco be a tool in the first place? Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Hooray!
That fucking Hangman's Gambit will get you every time.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll
Yay, recess!
commercial break.
Who wants to play Foursquare?
Legitimate human being. And a legitimate hero. Drive. Film. Soundtrack. Ahem! Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, I'll wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating. There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer.
Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being. And a friggin' real hero.
If I am human, then I am not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
You just don't know.
Just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself.
You're a tool, Kazuichi.
Wow.
Wow!
Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko?
Pecco and I grew up together.
Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
It's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I'm nothing but a tool.
They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. People just as myself.
My
And
young
Paul Ryan.
master is attacked. I must defend him as his shield. If
Okay,
he
but look at the
attacks
babies
me,
in the corner.
I must be his sword.
They gave a
Very
baby,
dark,
They gave a baby
but
a sword.
also very cute.
They gave a baby a sword. Oh, she's got a little cat on his bib. It's adorable.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
that is...
You are wrong. You are not a tool, Pecco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Nothing. I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all.
What?
Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. right after we arrived on this island. That is what my young master ordered me to do.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
Her fucking sword bag has a dragon on the back of it.
Oh, I never caught that.
The Kazuryu.
Kazuryu.
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide
Where's
our
the
relationship.
dragon?
What?
Where's the dragon?
It's on the back, on her sword bag. There's a dragon on the back.
I don't remember ever seeing the back, but I guess we must have.
There's in the comic book. There's a shot of her when she walks in. She's got the sword bag on her back. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I keep forgetting that she's wearing green.
Mm-hmm.
I always see it as like a dark gray.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for
there's
killing.
Here's the dragon.
Yeah. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool.
Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you. It was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck with me.
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So.
Yeah. I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we would accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Aw, sorry. Actually, I have plans to go to the beach with everyone. Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too.
But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck?
An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so?
My young master thought of a plan and executed it.
I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed Mahiru with the bat.
I just noticed that Sonia is also wearing a dark green that I thought was black. God. Fuck! That's a gray suit, though.
That's a gray suit.
Fuck. God. Jesus. But still, I believed her up till the very last minute. That game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
If that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl!
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment...
Young Master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Huh?
Young Master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to?
A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course.
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet.
Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes.
So, we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along.
That's right. You guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on! Don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
It should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling.
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on! I'm telling you to hold on!
I see.
So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope. I am just...
A tool? Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool.
Sorry.
Surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
What's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko?
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Young Master.
You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that.
Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but... in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots Byakuya and Teruteru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool.
Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
You... What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry.
It's a grisly scene to be sure, and it looks ridiculous. The blood dripping off the bat is really horrible.
What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
'Cause if that's what I actually have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself. And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Oh my! So this is how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
There are cameras everywhere.
Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man! Even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad. You're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer. Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I
had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Young master!
You have a kind heart, despite being a Yakuza.
Beautiful eyes.
Yes. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children, Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
I wanted you to escape. Oh, she said that. I wanted to protect you.
Echo.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all, too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master. Also, I'm sorry I clogged the toilet that one time.
Do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Wasn't that Terra's fault? Didn't he, like, put something in the food?
Yeah.
Because... Oh, I actually don't remember what happened there.
Akane ate a bunch of food and was fine. I don't think he put anything in the food.
I don't remember why they were all shitting. Oh well.
Peko! That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So
Ooh, so cool. But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool, Peko Yama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it.
How many times do you have to keep... I don't need any tools.
You did say that.
Then let's begin this punishment time brimming with despair. Why don't you get it yet?
thrills, chills.
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Yama.
why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So... You didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got.
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were...
Let's go. It's punishment time.
Please, Peko. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me.
Young Master? Young Master?
Oof. Ugh. She killed Fuyuhiko. This cannot be! Even Fuyuhiko? This is bad. This should not be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes.
You bastard! What is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko! For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
You're still talking about that? The hell is wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that 2 of your friends got killed?
I am pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. But still, it's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know.
Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive!
Serious?
Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Well, serves him right.
You're so
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like
He
that.
ran in there.
You stupid brother!
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him!
Huh? A surprise order? Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
It is your duty to save him!
Duty?
Cause it's written in the school trip rules!
If the Blackened is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed.
If only the Blackened gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed! Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now! But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it!
Jeez, I guess I have no choice. Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him. Really? I was actually going to do that all along, so I've already prepared for this.
What the fuck? Huh? Prepared?
And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance? Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood!
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patient!
We gotta get this patient to the Monaco and get him
Since they didn't give us a laugh button this time.
observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight.
What the fuck? Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma? Damn it. It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened.
Then all we can do is wait.
Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know.
However,
we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
I guess. Things aren't as exciting as if a shit stirrer like him ain't around.
I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuyuhiko! I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Yeah, it's all uphill from here. It's all uphill from here. It's all uphill from here.
you guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? Poor people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them.
Peko, Mahiru. You look like you were thinking about the number.
Yeah, I was. Because I forgot Mahiru.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair, and the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
And that's chapter 2. Yay! When I played, I had totally missed the detail of Peko being wet and saying that she had gone for a swim.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what? I was so shocked by that one. I think it's interesting that her being Sparkling Justice or whatever his fucking name was literally just for the sake of seeming like she killed Mahiru for her own reasons, because she believed that was the secret, was that because in her mind she didn't do it for her own reasons, that she just needed to trick them into thinking she had. Of course, clearly she was doing it for her own reasons, because he specifically told her not to.
Yeah. Ugh. And he loved her. Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh. What more can you say?
Ooh. I'm just looking at the snake.
Just looking at this fucking snake that we love.
What do I think so far?
Did you save?
I did, but I'll save again. What do I think so far? I feel... As always, I feel like I'm glad that the truth is a lot more complicated than I expected. Because once we had the game, it was like, okay, so if Guy F is Fuyuhiko,
then it was Fuyuhiko.
Then it was Fuyuhiko. But we went all the way through the setup of the... Like, I think I came in thinking that they really wanted me to point towards Hiyoko. But... It was
a little bit too perfect for it to be Hiyoko. And also, like, why would you... I will say, I think that it's possible that you could suspect that Mahiru tried to kill Hiyoko, and then Hiyoko had to hit her with the bat, and that was why she was crying. I think that could be feasible. One thing that was really interesting, I never picked up on it when I played, but you pointed out that it could have been Sonya because of the wetsuit from the closet. And I never thought about this, but I think that they were kind of trying to make Sonya a bit of a red herring that I never noticed, because also... her knowledge of Sparkling Justice, her knowing the catchphrase seemingly by heart, and the line about translating it from the native language, and we know that she is not a native Japanese speaker. I never put any of that together, but I think that they really were setting up Sonya to seem like she might have done it.
Yeah.
Of course, although I guess that's the theory that you would have. I mean, none of this happened, but if it was Sonya and she was the serial killer, then I think that the reasoning could be very easily construed as it's a setup to make you think one of the people involved directly in the game did it, but it turns out she played the game, interpreted Mahiru as an accessory to a murder, and killed her for it. None of that happened, but I think it's interesting that if she had turned out to, like, she very well could have been the killer if it had just gone differently.
Yeah.
So, I think that's actually pretty clever, and I never noticed it before.
I think the wrinkle of it being Fuyuhiko in a sense, but ultimately I don't think he would have killed Mahiru himself if he was by himself.
I don't think he would have either.
I think she just showed up and she knew what the score was and just went, I'll help you get out. Because that's what she's told herself is her whole purpose and her whole existence.
I don't think we ever really get a specific answer to this, but I think that I think it's kind of implied that Peko was that it was sort of like a how dare you talk to my master that way, when Mahiru was like, you murdered girl E, that's terrible, you should be ashamed of yourself, murder is wrong. And then I think that was probably where Peko was like, how dare you talk to him that way. Here's something I will say, or I will ask rather, did you get much of an idea of who Girl E was it's not really important to the plot of Danganronpa 2, but there is some stuff in there that you can kind of piece together. Just about, like, the background of everything that happened there.
So it seemed like Girl E and the girl from earlier got into an argument over
Fuyuhiko's sister.
Girl E and Fuyuhiko's sister got into an argument about Shining Justice Warriors. Sparkling Justice Warriors also.
Was it Sparkling?
It was Sparkling Justice.
Okay.
Shining
I
Justice is JoJo, because we were
saying. Yeah.
So, Fuyuhiko's sister, it sounds like she was being an asshole to Girl D.
Which was Mahiru.
Which is Mahiru.
Because she said she was always bullying you when you... Oh, she was like... I think she was jealous of you in your photography class in middle school. Hope's Peak, of course, is a high school. And then something about, like, she was making your life a living hell. So I think Fuyuhiko's sister was bullying Mahiru pretty intensely, it sounds like.
And so...
I think we're meant to understand that the girl who... Sato is the only other name. I think we're meant to understand that Sato and Mahiru were probably best friends.
Yeah, they were really close.
I don't know...
Sato confronted Fuyuhiko's sister.
I don't know if there's any information to indicate, like, what Sato's ultimate ability was. I don't know if we ever learn anything about that. It's not really important anyway, but I just think it's interesting to wonder about.
And so she...
Clearly, like so many people at Hope's Peak, she was not very stable.
No, and so she choked her out, probably by accident, realized, well, I can't come back from this since I just choked out a fucking... Yakuza daughter.
I never even thought about that part.
Yeah, she's a daughter of the Yakuza clan. She's
you know what?
I gotta fucking get rid of her.
I never thought about that. I always thought, like...
She's gonna send men...
Oh, yeah, I always kind of assumed that it was, like, part of, like, I just wanted to kill her, if I'm being honest, and part of, like, oh, shit, I could go to prison for a long time, or whatever.
The family could just fucking kill me.
But, yeah, now that you point out that she did strangle a Yakuza clan leader's daughter. Not a Yakuza clan leader, the biggest Yakuza clan leader's daughter. Yeah.
So she...
That makes it make a lot more sense. Like, oh, I have to kill her.
I have to kill her, and
I have to
make
kill
it
her and
like
make it look like someone else did it.
Yeah. So, out of gratitude for doing that,
I don't know if it was gratitude. I think Mahiru was just like I need to protect my friend. I'm not gonna sell out my friend.
So Mahiru was like, hey, the pottery thing, I know you did this. I'll get rid of the evidence. And somehow Fuyuhiko found out.
He found was it he found a picture of the vase? I think that was it. That she threw the picture of the vase in the garbage.
Yeah.
And Fuyuhiko probably was already suspicious of her because I assume that he knew that there was some conflict between them. Finds the picture in the garbage, says, "Why was she throwing out a picture of a vase? Oh, the glass breaking. It wasn't the window. What is she hiding? She did it." So I think that's a pretty complete picture of what happened.
So he killed Sato, and he might have possibly killed Sato. And
I think it's pretty safe to say that he killed Sato.
That's true. And then him playing the game,
learning that his sister apparently had died and he couldn't remember it,
and that one of the people that helped cover it up, like the killer was dead already. From him? Maybe.
Probably.
So then...
He seems as we know him, kind of averse to killing people in that way. But it is worth remembering that, much like in the first game, we already know they had been going to Hope's Peak for some amount of time.
Yeah.
So he has been reset to whoever he was when he entered Hope's Peak, seemingly.
Yes.
So maybe he was older, more violent, closer to being the Yakuza clan leader. Who's to say? Or maybe the difference is that he was confused about Mahiru and he didn't know exactly what happened, but when he knew that Sato did it, he was like, oh, well, I'm gonna kill the person who killed my sister. So that's Twilight Syndrome. That's chapter 2.
Well.
Chapter 3 is a wild one, I'll say.
They're all pretty wild so far.
They are pretty wild. 2 is a lot wilder than 1, and 3, it only gets wilder from here. I'm trying to remember what was chapter 4 in this. I remember. This game is nuts. Tell me
about it.
No, we've got some shit coming up, though. I'll tell you what. I won't tell you what, but I will tell you that we have some shit coming up.
That's fine.
All right. We've been playing this game for a lot of the day.
Yep.
Do I follow anyone who's streaming to raid? Oh, I do. Luke Launcher is playing Hades. Let's go ahead and raid. Am I doing this right? I am.
It's going down.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I don't know when we'll do this again.
Well,
bye.
Hopefully soon.